Adams, he went out alone?
From the way he told it, he may as well have. No, he went along with some new recruits, local bunch. It was his job to show him the ropes.
So, the supply drop, this was when exactly?
Right around the time we saw the ceasefire starting to break down. Must be more than a year ago now.
So, at that time, your camp was in the center of town?
Yeah, things were getting pretty desperate, though. I remember we hadn't been resupplied in months. No food, water, medicine. We were used to issues with logistics, but I don't know, in the end it got so bad U.S. forces prepared an airdrop. Not an easy task considering, but those crates, they really were life and death. That's why we needed somebody on the ground. Someone to make sure they came down okay.
And who was that?
A guy named Adams, part of the NATO peacekeeping force. Close friend of mine, actually. Adams headed out a long way from the town that morning, inspecting the drop zone near Bonus.
Dismount.
Solid copy. Ready.
Gekas, move to Point Echo.
Waiting.
Leventis, move to Point Echo.
Will go.
Observe that position.
Waiting.
Once he'd called in the airdrop, that was it. They just had to sit tight. Hope for the best.
One thing I don't understand. What were they doing there, all the way up in the mountains?
The town, Oreo Castro, this place has historic ties with the guerrillas. For years, people here would provide them with food, water.
I see.
The government responded by draining the swamp.
And that involved sending soldiers?
Yeah, coin ops. Adams and his guys were there to remind them of their R2P.
Just a sec. I'm getting a bit lost in the lingo here.
Oh, gotcha. R2P is their responsibility to protect. Counterinsurgency can get real messy real quick. He was in charge of training, laws of armed conflict, that kind of thing. Adams normally tossed out an orange smoke grenade, which marked his position for the pilot.
So, these crates, were there a lot of them, or...?
No, just 4. One contained medicine, another fresh drinking water. The rest were packed with rice or grain. Adams had to inspect each one individually. Later, we'd arrange collection.
Petros, Commander, get in that vehicle.
Understood. Waiting.
Get in that vehicle.
Run. Thanks. Ready.
Gekas, board that vehicle.
Run.
Thankfully, the rice seemed okay.
Disembark.
Roger. Waiting. Waiting. Ready.
It wasn't uncommon for the sacks of grain to split on impact, but that time, we got lucky. He didn't lose a single one.
Danger.
Covering, go! Covering fire! Go!
southeast.
Now, the thing with airdrops, they're not exactly subtle. Noise of the plane, those bright green parachutes. And when you're in the middle of bandit country,
Report in. Over.
Grid 0, 3, 2, 2, 1, 4.
Okay, let's go! Go!
Stay alert! Get in that vehicle.
Roger. Waiting. Ready. Standing by.
the medical items, you can imagine how pleased we were to see those arrive.
So they landed safely.
Yeah, they were fine. As I recall, the bottles of purified water were fine. We'd been waiting on those for weeks. As for the crates, they still needed to be checked before anyone else arrived.
Dismount.
Understood. Ready. Ready. Waiting.
Danger.
Car, 400 meters, southeast.
Covering, go! cover!
The guerrillas attacked.
Yeah, from what I heard, it was pretty intense. I don't have the numbers, but maybe 6 or 7 were killed.
And what happened when the supplies had been secured?
Adams would fire a flare.
Okay, let's go! Covering, go! Okay, let's go! Move!
Back at the camp, of course, we'd heard all the gunfire, but that flare, when we spotted it, I don't know, felt like finding a moment of hope or something.
Sure. I can only imagine. And thanks for sharing. It puts a human perspective on my work. Speaking of which, your friend, do you think he'd be willing to contribute further? Even, off the record. What with the topic of my article? Having an expert, an instructor on the laws of war.
Look, I'm sorry. I know he'd help out however he could, but listen, he died on Stratus. Year and a bit later. Landmine.